The evolution of the T-bar. Or adding extra tips to the tool. It's my goal to have as many as 6 working edges on the tools, on each of them, so that you don't have to buy as many tools, and so you don't have to be setting down the tools and picking up the tools constantly. If I was actually working on her rather than demonstrating, I would of course keep both of my hands on her side of the foot as well. You can use this all over this calcaneus. When we go over here along this side, picture there's a muscle that runs right along there. She's very tender right in that spot. So I'm using the T-bar tool, and I'm using this flat edge, and going along right along that root of the scapula. And again, if it was a big person and there was a very precise trigger point, I could use that part of the T-bar and go right in, but no need for that on Kate. Now this part of this pointed area on the tool, I can slip right up against her root of the scapula. There's a little area deep underneath there where trigger points will hide and constantly reactivate. If you find something very precise, you can use the scraper part of the precious to get in there even more effectively. That will fit right in between the ribs beautifully. So you can palpate which direction they go, and there you can see I'm right in there, but I will of course have both of my hands on her body. A man, and this was really hard, I have used occasionally that flat area and go through it. Or if your hands are really sore, you can do this. Does that feel fine? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And any trigger points that we find, I could even take this. For example, it's just perfect for getting into that piriformis. Your fingers are on vacation. When I first invented the thumb tools, I used them to do everything that my thumbs did before. Now I found that I find these so much more convenient that there are some select places where I use the thumb tools, but very often I use these T-bars. Now you could get over into the tensor fasciae lata using this tool. Again, obviously, if you can reach back and touch the front of their spine, you will never ever use a tool here. However, it can be very helpful for those who have very tight abdomens and very difficult to access psoas muscles. Let me go back. So let's say that she was a big, heavy man that had very strong muscles and bodybuilder. I may need to use the T-bar to assist to get back to that psoas muscle. So it's a hip flexor. Bring this knee up, hold it underneath your shoulder. Now this muscle, as you're probably aware, if it has a trigger point in it, typically refers pain to the back. As you can probably see, the precious tool has a much more pointy area on the flat area, and the T-bar has a much wider flat area. Be sure and watch the video on the L-bars so you see how I use them differently than I use the multi-use T-bar. Your hands will feel like they're on vacation while you do the most effective work you've ever done. Thank you for visiting the Career Extenders website.